Here we have the current stock market update for NIO Incorporated, stock ticker NIO. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So here we're going to do things a little bit differently. What we're going to do with this analysis here is to look at the daily price chart. I don't think that's what most people are going to be doing when they're making videos about YouTube on this platform, because what we're going to be doing here is really kind of assessing the worst possible scenario, because clearly what we're seeing here is a positive price movement in most ways. But there are some other ways where it is a bit negative. So on this channel, what do? We try to avoid hype. We try to avoid clickbait. This is the reason that we were able to spot the long-term low in the stock and actually make money on the stock, while every other idiotic YouTuber was telling people to buy at $65. And they all lost money. So what we're going to do here is, clearly this is a very positive development here. We are rocketing higher. I should probably start with that. This is a very positive price movement here overall that we're seeing. But today with what we're seeing here, if you pull out to the daily time frame, it's actually a red candle, even though we are exploding higher here. And so we're going to start with this time frame first, and then we're going to move into the shorter term time frames in order to try to get a sense of what exactly is going on here, because this is probably confusing for many people. So to start, obviously, this was a very strong trading session in the beginning of the trading session here. We're already seeing share prices run massively higher. The prior high came in at $6.66, and now this new high is posting at $7.71, which is extremely high. So clearly a positive price movement here. This is bullish. But what's interesting here is that, with this price movement, why are we seeing a red candle here? So this is why I wanted to start with the daily time frame, because in any trade, what you're not looking to do is be hopeful or to try to look for reasons to be excited about something. You should actually be doing the exact opposite. When things are going well, what you should be doing is questioning everything. What is going wrong? What could go wrong? How might I be wrong? You have to start to look in the other direction here. When everything is looking this good, you have to start looking for other reasons to show why maybe some of this positive bullishness might be incorrect, or I don't know, misleading or something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill into this price chart here and try to figure out exactly what's going on. This clearly is a major movement to the top side. Don't want to confuse that point either. But what we're going to do here is first, so this is the daily chart. So what we're looking at here is the daily price candle. What I want people to take note of here is this price gap, because this is the significant part of this price chart in my view at the moment. So we're going to be moving down to let's just look at the 4-hour price chart first. We really don't see too many differences here, so we're going to move again lower. Let's just do the 2-hour price chart. Okay, so still, as we can see here, we're still looking at this significant price gap. We're just going to continue moving lower here. Now we're looking at the 1-hour time frame. Okay, so we can see there was a major run higher, and then the last 3 hours, the last three trading period, hourly trading periods, have all seen price movements to the downside. So what exactly is going on here? I mean, why would it look like this? Why would we simply rocket higher like this and then start to fall? Well, one reason that can explain this is that we're starting to run stops at these higher levels. The prior price zone that I was watching here came in at $7.35. If anybody remembers the prior video, we did run through there, but we also gapped right above there. So what I think is occurring at the moment here is that we're starting to run some major stop losses. And then in addition to that, share prices are already filling in this price gap now to the downside. So there is clearly a very significant price gap here. When we started the trading session, let's really try to figure out what has gone on here. Let's look at the 30-minute price chart. Okay, so here we can see that, where did we close? We closed at 666, I believe, was it? No, that was the prior last high. We closed at, the prior close came in at 651. So we closed Friday at 651, and then immediately we open on Monday at 770. So we're opening right at those highs. And that does turn out to be the ultimate high here. It looks like that other print 771 might have been incorrect. But the ultimate high here is 770. So we gap right up to 770 right in the beginning of the session and then immediately start falling lower. That was the high. The opening print was also the high. So immediately what we're starting to do here is we're already starting to fill in this price gap because it's so substantial. It's so massive. We're looking at a $6.50 stock and it has gapped now upward $1.20. I mean, these are massive price movements in percentage terms. So quite quickly, we're already starting to fill in this price gap. And this is probably very confusing here. And I really do think that there are going to be a lot of people on this platform that are saying, buy the stock now, buy the stock now, just as the stock is starting to decline like this. There are probably live streams going on right now telling everybody to buy the stock as it's moving lower like this. This is not where you buy the stock. This is where you start to get defensive. This is where you start to look in the other direction. You can't buy into the hype with the market. It never works like that. The market is smarter than you are. The market is smarter than I am. You cannot buy into the hype because that's when the market is going to start to steal your money. So as we can see here, this is probably what's happening. I mean, we're probably seeing a lot of people that are buying into this stock, and now the gap is being filled to the downside. So, currently, this is probably a very confusing price movement. Overall, it is positive. Even if we see share prices move back down into this area down here, I would still call this a positive price movement. Okay, because what is occurring here is we're filling in all of these sell orders that are in this area here. All these orders are being filled at the moment. So, we need to fill in the price gap here. There is a very substantial price gap. I mean, it really probably shouldn't have happened to that extent. I mean, we really shouldn't be seeing a price gap that's that substantial. And that's why you're going to have to fill it in. So even if we do see share prices decline right back to these prior highs at 666, I would not consider that to be a negative move. I would still consider this to be a positive move, even though these are all red price candles here. I wouldn't start to get worried here until maybe you see a break below 640. But even by then, I wouldn't be surprised to see a move like that because what we're going to start to see at this point is some downward short-term trend momentum here. And that could very easily be enough to break support at 640. So, the main point here, a lot of this is very confusing, but what I want people to understand is that even if we do see share price movements to the downside here, this is still a positive price movement. Do not buy in at these levels. That is a major mistake. That is a rookie mistake. That is a recipe for disaster, and that's how you lose money. You do not buy into the hype here. What we're going to start to be doing is looking for short-term momentum to sort of increase to the downside, and then we will be looking for the development of a support zone here relatively soon. That is your new entry opportunity. Here's the current stock market update for NIO Incorporated, stock ticker NIO. Our high-value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high-conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk-to-reward metrics that target massive, market-beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.